Today I am going to demonstrate the addition of a completely new type of game object, the priest game object. I will use inheritance in an abstract factory to limit the impact of the new class on the rebuild. Inheritance is useful for a couple of reasons. It cuts down on the amount of code you need to write. Additionally, if you want to make a change to all of your derived classes, you only have to make one change to your base class rather than a change to every class. This potentially cuts down on errors as well. The priest class inherits from the game object class. It has an additional member variable called heal skill and a new member variable called heal. I have already added two new game objects, the knight and the thief. Before we add a new class, let's walk through the process. So in the main function, I've refactored the code that stores mesh nicknames and file names and created a function so there is no longer any impact on main when a new model is added. From there, I added a game object abstract factory to the game object manager. And then called a new create all the objects, AF, for abstract factory. This loops through all the meshes and adds them to the world with the add game object to world AF method. And this method calls the abstract factory method create game object. Here is where things get cool. To add a priest class, add a new else statement to the create object method and add the header file for the priest class. Then you're going to add the actual priest class itself. And watch what happens when we compile. Only the priest and the game object factory files get compiled, which is great if you're adding stuff in a large project and you only need to rebuild a little bit of it. It'll save you a lot of time. Now let's take a look at the result. So here we have the knight and the thief as before, and now we've got our priest object.